Okay, just a few more little kind of bits of information for the Morpheus Rig. So, whenever you're animating or posing or working with the rig, what you need to do first of all is just make sure that the only things that you've got visible are the mesh itself, the character. Generally, the sort of language with character rigging and animation is all geometry is generally polygons, and all curves are NURBS curves. So it's an easy way of isolating out each individual thing, and you can if you set up controls as polygons, it's actually quite a bad thing to do. It's not considered a good rigging choice to make, and it will confuse the controls and the geometry itself. So keep all the controls NURBS curves. Get into the habit of whenever you start to work with the rig, in the viewport you'll see the show menu. So if you click on that, and this is, you'll see things like polygons, joints. I've not got joints visible, which is a good thing. And you've got all kinds of different things visible, cameras, lights, all that kind of thing. Now, whenever you're animating, I always first of all show none, so that absolutely clears everything. And then click on show NURBS curves, which is all your controls, and then bring back polygons as well. So you've only got NURBS curves and polygons there. You will guaranteed not click on any joints and start breaking things. You've only got controls and the geometry itself. Okay, so that's one thing. Just in terms of IK as well for the arms, at the moment, so this left arm is IK because you can see by that cube control and you've got that elbow. The right arm is FK because you've got the rings around the shoulder, the elbow and the hand. Okay, so I've got two different systems. Perfectly fine to animate each arm in a different way. That's absolutely fine. Now, if I rotate, click on this chest control and rotate it, you will see that the IK arm goes with it, okay? And this is generally something that's not desirable for IK. You want the IK arm to stay where it is, okay? And so if you click on the IK control itself, have a look at your channel box, you will see something called parent, and at the moment it's parented to the shoulders, which ultimately means whenever I rotate the chest or the shoulders, the arm will swing with it. So I'm going to change this back to world, which ultimately means if I rotate the chest, the arm stays as it is. So it becomes an independent control, and this is kind of the behavior you want for the IK. Okay, so don't forget, you can parent the IK controls, you can parent the knee and elbow controls to the world. That's generally how I do it, rather than parenting it to the limb itself, and you'll just end up with a much more independent control system. Okay. Lastly, let's have a look at changing the character. So if I click on the blue control in the corner, in the base of his feet there, that main icon, it brings up in the channel box you've got something called UI. So let's show the UI, and you'll see that this UI pops up on screen here. Okay. Now, my laptop's slowing down as I'm recording, but ultimately you might want a way of showing the UI and the rig together. Okay, so just press your space bar to get back to your 4 viewports. You can see it's quite slow. And then in the front viewport, I've selected something on the UI. Just press F, and it will focus in on that UI. Okay, so I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so this is the UI that you get with the rig. If you can see the character itself, I'll just zoom in a little bit on the character. So this UI is a great way of customizing the geometry, like the look of your character. Okay, so you've got sliders. These slider controls are, if you click on the sort of circular control, you can slide them up and down. So this is obviously to make his belly fat or thin. Have a play with it, and you'll see his belly move. You can change all things like calf sizes, thigh sizes, upper arm size, so you can make him quite a buff guy if you want to. Now, you've also got something, if you click on this word custom geo in here, once you've clicked on that, you'll see in your channel box on the right hand side, you've got all this custom geometry to load in. So this is where you can literally make this rig female. You can make it quite a muscly character, hairstyle. So you can change things like give him a big afro. You know, so it's totally customizable to the character that you want. So have fun with that. And but ultimately, don't forget when you are animating, in the show menu, turn everything off apart from NURBS, curves and polygons, and that should be okay.